Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, as I say, my name is Pascal Olo. Betty and I live in South Africa. We are Kenyans by birth. We've been living in South Africa the last 29 years. And the reason we came to South Africa is very simple. Betty and I wanted a better life for our children, for ourselves. You know, I grew up, when I was growing up, my parents used to say, son, go to school, get a good education. When you get a good education, look for a good and secure job with the government. That is a story we had when we were young. And I am certain that many parents are telling their children that the path to success or the path to happiness is education. But that story is not quite true. It's only partially true up to a certain point. So we came here because we wanted a better life. When we came, I enrolled to do a postgraduate course in Johannesburg in construction management. And then the other challenge we had in our family is one of our children has got sickle cell, and because the illness requires a full-time parent to be at home, Betty made a choice to be a full-time parent. So when we came across this business, it took us 2 days to decide, because we realized that if you don't do something about our situation, life will be very, very difficult. That's when we decided to start this business. And within 7 months, I equaled my salary. And as I said, the rest is history. What is the mission of our business? What is the mission of our company? The mission of our company is very simple. We want to make the world a healthier and a happier place. And that starts with you as an individual. What do you need to be healthier? To have good nutrition, to have good rest, exercise, and have sufficient sleep. To be happier, you need good relationships, but you also need a bit of money to spend on your family, on yourself, to be a happy person. So Betty and I have been doing this business for the last 28 years now. And the reason we started is just like many of you had started, to make extra money. That extra money has become quite a bit, and it enabled me to quit my job to do this business on a full-time basis. Now, let me share with you the 4 ways that people use to generate income. The first is called a job. A job is when you work for somebody else. After 30 days, they pay you a salary, or if it's 15 days, depending on your arrangement or agreement with the person who is your employer. A job is good. At least you have a chance to earn money to feed your family and take care of your needs. The challenge with a job or employment is that your employer can come one day and we can tell you, sorry, so and so, we have no need of your services, you need to leave. And that can become a very challenging situation. The other problem with employment or a job is that because of advance in technology and artificial intelligence, many employers or many companies or many people who make products and services have found very efficient and cheap ways to make their products or to provide their service without having a lot of people. So if you have a job, you need to think again. The second way that people use to generate income is self-employment. Self-employment is when you borrow money, you get your life savings, whatever it is, you put aside some money, get some capital, start a business to provide a product or a service to the public as an individual person. Self-employment is good because you determine how hard you work. However, there are a few drawbacks about self-employment. One is that the business tends to depend on you as a person. If you're not there physically yourself, no income comes in. If you want to take leave, if you are sick, if you need to attend to family issues, if you want to go for holiday, either you close down your business or you get somebody who knows what you do to help you run your business, but you also need to have somebody whom you trust. A very simple way to test whether you own a business or not is stay away from the business for 30 days, 60 days. If the business collapses, you don't own the business owns you. The third way that people use to generate income is big business. These are companies who invest huge capital. They employ a lot of people, they build a lot of equipment to provide a product or service for a very large population. These are companies like ShopRite Checkers, retail stores, or Vodacom or Safaricom PLC, or MTN or Nivas. These are companies that invest a lot of money to earn the income that they do. The fourth way that people use to generate income is investment. This is when you get money which is extra over and above what you need for your daily living, and you invest in a product or an instrument to give you a return on your investment. Requires two things, that is the knowledge and the skill of investment. So what most people do is they get professional investors, people who invest on their behalf. Apart from these four, there are other ways which are to generate an income which are highly specialized. For example, professional sports people, authors, or musicians, people who have extraordinary skill, and they provide a service or a product to the public in return for what they earn. The question is there an ideal business? Is there a business that you can actually start, grow, and create wealth for you and your family? I think it needs to have the following 7 criteria or the following 7 elements. Number one, very low capital is required to start. In our business, you need about 60 to 100 US dollars to start a global business. And the reason why it is designed like that is so that it's available to the ordinary person in the streets who doesn't have a lot of money to invest. The second element is you need to get involved in distribution. Why? Because this is where wealth is created. For any person to get a product or a service to their place or their home, there has to be a distribution system that moves the product from a manufacturer to the end consumer. Distribution is one of the most efficient ways for creating wealth. I mean, if you think about it, in the early 60s, if you take any standard product, half of the cost of the product was distribution cost, half of the manufacturing cost. But in the 90s and beyond, because of advance in technology, 20% of the cost of the product would be manufacturing cost and 80% would be distribution cost. Why is that? Why has that difference occurred? That difference has occurred because of technology. People have found very, very efficient ways or cheap ways to manufacture products and services, but distribution costs have still remained very high. The third element is you need to have a global reach. That simply means you need to be able to serve a very large population of people to create wealth. Our company does business in 50 countries around the world. In Africa, we operate in 14 countries, and the more people you serve with your product or service, the wealthier you become. The fourth thing is you need leverage. What is leverage? Leverage is when you find a way to multiply the time and the effort required to grow your business. That's the reason banks open branches. That's why retail stores open different stores in different locations. That's why fast food chains open different restaurants. And the reason for doing that is they want to leverage their services. Think about it like this. If I work 2 hours a day, I'm only paid in those 2 hours. But supposing I get 10 people to collaborate with me and each of them is working 2 hours. That is 11 people working 2 hours every day, that's 22 hours. If those 10 people get 10 people each, now we are 111 people who are working 2 hours a day. That means 222 hours in a day. That's the power of leverage. Even if I'm paid a very small percentage of their efforts, it's worth the effort. The fifth element is you need to get involved in consumable, high-quality products. Why? Because consumable products have got a repeat sale, and high-quality products get your customers to come back and buy some more. Because when people use your product and they find the benefit in it, their chances of coming back to buy it again are increased. And then you need to have a business system. A system is simply a series of tools, procedures, and equipment that you put in place for your business to run in your absence. If you go to any bank, any branch, you will find that each branch is very similar to the next one. That is what a business system is. They use the same computer system, they use the same forms, the layout of the store is the same. And the reason our system is important is because it replaces the owner of the business. And the last thing is timing. Timing is very important in business because if you start the business at the wrong time, it doesn't gain traction. And if it doesn't gain traction, you have no business. So, what is network marketing? What is this business that we are very excited about? Network marketing is a system of distribution of goods and services that we move the product from a manufacturer to the consumer through only one middle person, a distributor. Think about traditional business. If you take any product, I remember many years ago, I think about 13 to 14 years ago, I went to Lusaka, Zambia to do a presentation. And one of the ladies who attended the presentation was working for a beverage company. And she said the cost of a certain size of beverage was about 600 kwacha from the factory. By the time it arrives in the supermarket, it's 3,600 kwacha. Why is that such a big increase? Because between the manufacturer and the consumer, there are different middlemen who keep adding to the cost of the product. Wholesalers, retailers, advertising, transport, lawyers' cost, pilferages when things get lost, all those have to be costed in, and who pays for it? It's a consumer. So what we've done in our business is we cut out all these middlemen. In between the manufacturer, Neolife, and the consumer stands the distributor. So the money that is available to be paid to all these middle people is what is paid to distributors like ourselves. So no advertising, no retailers, no wholesalers. Products are explained to customers in person. And that means most customers, when they make a decision to buy the products, they are making with a lot of information, with good and sound information. The products are researched and developed on your behalf. What that simply means that although you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself because the company has already done the heavy lifting for you. The company designs the products, get the raw materials they do manufacturing, they do the packaging, they do registration of the products in different markets. They put in infrastructure in all those markets where they do business. And your duty as a distributor like myself is to create a network of people who use the products. That's what is exciting about this business. There are no qualifications required except three things. One, the desire for success. This has to come from your heart. Number two, teachability. Develop your mind to learn new things. And number three, just hard work, the work of your hands. If you have these three things going for you, success is guaranteed. Now, Neolife started in 1958. It was started by Jerry Brasfield. Jerry Brasfield, as a teenager, had very, very serious asthma. And because of the asthma, his mother gave him natural remedies. And when his health is improved, he decided, I think it's a good idea to share this idea with the rest of the people in my town. He lived in a small town in California called Porterville. That's how the company started. That is the birth of our Neolife business. But what has kept us going for all these years? What has kept us going is, number one, a few principles that we believe to be true, that to make our business to stand the test of time. One is absolute honesty and integrity. We believe that we need to tell our customers, our distributors, or the public the truth about our products and about our business. The second is people are number one. The most important resource we have in our business is people. If we don't have people, we don't have anything. The third, products that work. Neolife has put together a group of scientists called the Scientific Advisory Board, whose job is just to develop high-quality products. Why is that important? Because our business is person to person, people want to know that if they buy a product from you as an individual, they can come back to you with questions. And for your customer to be satisfied, The products have to be really top quality. The fourth element is equal opportunity for everybody. Everybody starts the business at the same level. Man or woman, young or old, 18 or 81, a farmer, a doctor, an engineer, a housewife, a student. As long as you're over 18, you can start and build a successful business. And then the last one is a long range vision. What does that mean? You need to have a very long view of the business. This is not a get rich quick business. You can get very rich, yes, but may not be as quickly as most people want. Neolife started in 1958, started with Jerry Brasfield. The other day I saw an award. Jerry Brasfield was given an award, the Hall of Fame award, as one of the top business people in network marketing in the US. I think he was the top 6 people in the world in this business for longevity, quality of products, and giving the opportunity to hundreds of thousands of people to change their lives. So we're very, very proud of the history of our company and the history and the legacy of our founder, Jerry Brasfield. He started the company in 1958. 1971, the company came to South Africa, then spread to the Southern African countries. 1996, 97, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania. And then the year 1999, 2000, started in West Africa. If you're a guest, this business has come to your doorstep today. Now, why do people start this business? People start this business for so many different reasons. Some start the business because they want a better life for their children. Some start the business because they want to have good homes. Some start the business because they're sick and tired of their jobs. Some start the business because they have got poor health. Some want to buy good cars. Some to go for holidays. A lot of people start the business to make money. It's important for us to realize that making money is a very serious business because almost everything you do requires money. Some start the business because they want good health and to exercise. So you're going to partner with a company which has got more than 60 years experience operating in over 50 countries and is supported by the Scientific Advisory Board. These people they are scientists whose job is just to research and develop products. They're not employed by the company. The company just created this board whose job is just to research and develop products, and they do their own independent research with various organizations around the world. The Global Science Network, United States Department of Agriculture, Center for Disease Control, the Science Network, a group of scientists from around the world whose job is just to research and develop products. We have 4 ranges of products in our business. Which are these? The first one is called the Golden Home Care range. These are products for cleaning your kitchen, your bathroom, your toilet, everything you need in your home for cleaning, we've got the products for you. The second is the personal care range of products. These are things like hair shampoos, hair conditioners, hand and body lotion, things you need to make yourself look smart. The third is the skincare range or the nutrients organics, things to make your skin look smart, look neat, and look healthy. And the fourth is a health supplement or nutritional product. This is the highest selling range of our business. How does this business work? This business works when you do three things every day. The first, we call them the 3 daily success habits. The first thing you do is use the products yourself. Betty and I have been using these products in our home for the last 28 years. If you want to buy things for cleaning, we buy from Neolife. If you want health supplements, we buy from Neolife. If you want skincare products, we buy from Neolife. If you're a guest, whether in this business or not, at the end of this month, you're still going to buy soap. You're still going to buy something to clean yourself. So what we say is change your buying habits, start a business, change your buying habits, buy products from your own business, and then encourage others to do the same. Now, because Neolife operates in over 50 countries, the company decided to standardize the measurement of business by using using what we call the PV system, point value system. The second thing we do is we share the business opportunity with our friends and relatives. In this example, you introduce 6 people to be users of the product and use and promote the products. So 6 people plus yourself is 7. You have generated 700 PV, and you become a manager in the business. 1 PV is roughly $1.60, or so 100 PV is roughly $160 in value. The next thing we do is we teach the people we brought into the business also to be productive, to promote and use the product. In this example, the person on the top right corner introduces 2 people. Those 2 introduce 2. Eventually, you build a business of 700 PV. Then the next thing, if you do that, you will have built a business of 700 plus the other 6, gives you 1,300. You're a senior manager in the business. Your income is about $90. The next step is you begin to duplicate the process. That means you teach all these people to do what you do. That is, you help them to build the organizations of people who generate 700 PV each. Times 6 is 4,002 plus your 100 is 4,300 PV. You become a director in the business, and your income is about $580 to $700. Could be more, it could be less, depending on the volume of business you generate. The other thing is this: not everybody is going to be excited about being business people or wanting to build a business out of this. They may just want to use high quality products. These are called your customers, and out of them, you make a net profit of about 20%. The third thing you do every day is personal development. That simply means you take time to learn about the products through the support system that your leader is going to show you. Support, training, conferences. You learn about what the products do. You learn how to build your organization. You learn how to be a leader and help your team grow. The more people you help to be successful, the more successful you're going to become. If you want to earn more money in this business, just help somebody else to earn more. If you help one person become a director, you reach self-director level, your income is about $1,000 plus. If you help 3 people become directors, your income is about $2,000 plus. If you help 6 people become directors, your income goes about $5,000 a month. And that's very exciting. So at this juncture, I would like to invite one of our dear friends, a very, very successful lady in this business. I think her story is very exciting. Let me not preempt what he's going to say. Mary, can you hear me? Just unmute yourself because I made you a co-host.
Thank you. I can hear you. I can see. Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, Mary.
Can you hear me and see me?
Yes, I can see you.
Thank you.
How is Nairobi?
Oh, Nairobi today, it's cool. It's not hot like another day.
Okay.
Or the climate is very friendly today.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you, Pascal. Good evening. Good evening, East Africa, New Life family. Depending on where you are logging in from, I can say good morning, I can say good afternoon, and a good evening to East Africa and other countries where we match the time. As Pascal said, has introduced me, I'm Mary Mengo, very excited to be in this company. Because before this company, I was just there with so many problems. I thought I was enjoying life, and as a mother, I'm married to and a wife married to Steve Mengo. Between us, we have got two children, adults, and of course we have got another 3. So we adopted 3 of them. So we are parents of 5 children. They are grown up. And I was, before this company, I was working before New Life, because today I'm really humbled to give my story, because my story really also excites me, because whenever I remember where this company has, where found me and where it has today, where I am, at times I really can't believe. As I worked with a diplomatic mission those years, some years back, I was very senior in the diplomatic mission connecting two countries in courts, Kenya and another country. My major office was Minister of Foreign Affairs. And it was really exciting. And if the money I had, the money, the diplomatic mission at the embassy, that the salaries are good as if you are senior, you're paid well. And but I was not enjoying my money. I had the money, but all my money, I really did not enjoy my money by that time, even if I had money. So I had a challenge. I got a challenge as I was working with the embassy. And for the many years I worked with the embassy, I started getting so many ailments in my body. And as I was getting the pains all over my body everywhere, I was diagnosed in 1994 with something which I was told it was early arthritis, which I did not understand. And my doctor professor, when you have money, I mean, you go to good hospital. So my doctor professor told me, Mrs. Mengo, I'm sorry, what you have after going through X-rays, MRIs, and then I was told what I have, early arthritis, it is not curable. That means I got it's not curative. I got the arthritis early before the years. And I was told to learn how to live with arthritis and painkillers. That was what my doctor professor said. I mean, it was shocking, but then I had to accept the situation, and I was put on painkillers in 1994. I started using the painkillers with my early arthritis, which I did not understand at all. I was told that my bones were wearing out early because by then also I had a lot of weight. I was heavy. I was really, I was fat. Let me say that. I was really heavy. I was wearing like my dress I could be where I was wearing like a size 50, which is in other words 25. Yeah, from size 14 to 25. That was my situation. So I didn't want to know what to do. Life was not is to I was not happy. My self-esteem I did not happy. So I started now using the painkillers between 1994 and the year 2000. There in between, I remember I was admitted and I was given a stick to walk because I was losing my right leg. Then I started using a stick. And within the years before, by the year 2000, when I met when I met this company, I was working with a stick properly. I was deformed, and life was not sweet anymore. I used to go a lot of pain, and I really suffered so much. But come year 2000, precisely January, is when my angel appeared. I don't know what time your angel appeared. Your angel is the person who invited you. My angel appeared at night at 10 o'clock. She passed through my house at 10 o'clock and said that she met a friend and invited her to a meeting, physical meeting, not a Zoom meeting. By then we didn't know anything about Zoom anyway in Kenya. So, and she had them talking about medicine. She got the medicine, of course, and she was interested. They said it is food, and she explained she said she has a friend. She explained what her friend was going through. That was me, and she was shown the products like she can buy for a friend, and she brought some products and she passed my house at night. And she told me that, look here, Mama Betty, that's in fact, every other time I pray for my best friend, Pauline Moin, or her, because if it was not her today, maybe I would be either 6 feet down or properly on a wheelchair or 6 feet down. That was the situation. And she told me that she, after meeting this friend, she bought the products and she brought them to me. And the first product she brought on that particular day, year 2000, January, it was Trienen, Calmag, Omega, and the carotenoid. She kept on the table and she told me that use this one. I was told when you use them, you are going to walk again. And I started using them. And that was January. Then in February, precisely February, 2nd of February, she told me to to sign with this company, to join this company so that I can be buying the products for myself. And there I gave her the money. We filled the form. Me, I didn't know where to go and put me on that chama ya madawa, to buy the medicine. And there she went. I didn't know where she had gone, where she went to put me. She told me they are going to sign me so that I can be buying the products. Then she took the form and she went with the money. So that's where my story starts. How now I benefited from these products when I signed in February. I started now using the products. I added another product. I was told to add vitamin C and the flavonoid, and then me, I just went on within the year 2000. Before the end of the year, I can't remember whether it was October or November, but before the end of the year, I forgot my stick somewhere. Next day it was in the office. So I said, if I could walk home without that stick, I'll never touch it. And to date, 22 years down the line, I have benefited so much from this company. At times I get so emotional when I started talking about these products. I've benefited for the last 22 years up to this. I have no arthritis at all. Neither I'm very fit. I'm slightly above 18. That means I'm on my 7th floor. And I always get very excited when I see myself, walking up, and I'm very fit. So my benefit number one with this company was health. That one, I got it 100%, and I still have it, and I'm going to have it for the years to come. Because I use the products properly, I'm a 100% user of these products, starting from the hair to the home care, to the skin care, to the personal care, to every product. Yeah. So I'm 100% user, and I get very excited. That one I've benefited. If we talk, that one now was year 2000. I used them year 2000, year 2001, year 2002. I didn't bother about the business. But then come year 2002. That is when I was invited for a meeting like now, the meeting now we have. Now my friend told me, if you want to make a lot of money, I invite you today in the evening, come to Professional Center and see how you can make a lot. I went, and the people who are presenting on that particular day, that year 2002, I was invited when I was already in the company. I went there, and the presenter of that particular day was Priscilla Kiraitu Murungi. That she was presenting like Pascal has done, showing us the money and promising, saying there is a lot of money here. Me, I did not understand much. And the person who was giving testimony was Dorothy Anyang Nyong, that's Peter's mother. And after the meeting, I had to walk to Dorothy. It's true that I attached myself so much to Dorothy because I needed to make the money. And for sure, by the year 2003, I had qualified to be taken for a lifestyle with Steve at Windsor Golf and Count Club. I was so excited. From there, it was just ordered that the same year I was invited to go to South Africa. And it was not nice for me. And I promised myself, I'm going to do this thing until I make sure that I'm going to resign from this same person. And I did it. So by the time people came back from South Africa, that was 2003. By the time they came back, me and Steve had qualified, overqualified to go to Morris. So the year 2004, now we started enjoying the lifestyle. We were making the money, of course. I remember my first check in year 2002, because it was just out of my usage, it was 577 shillings. And 2003, my check had gone over and above 50,000. Over and above 50,000. So as we came back from, we went to Mauritius in year 2004. The check was very good. It was approaching to 100,000. And we came back. Then the other year, then we qualified again. We went to Las Vegas in year 2005. I had a decision because as we were going to for lifestyle in Cancun, Mexico. Then when on my way, on my way back from Cancun, Mexico, 2006, I resigned from the embassy, and since then, me and Stevie also resigned from Kenya West year 2007. And since then, we have been doing this business very committed. We have got people, I can say all over the world, we have got people whom we have helped. They have gone through our hands. And what I'm trying to say is, in this company, there is everything you need. Everything you need, you have got to get from your life. Not only the health, because I've already benefited from the health. Not the money. We have traveled so many places. I've been to Durban, I've been to London, I've been to Sun City, I've been to Zambia, I've been to DRC, I've been to Ghana, and many places I've been. East Africa, everywhere. Tanzania, we were there last year. We are going again in October. I can't wait. Summit in Tanzania. So I really can't wait to get to Tanzania. I've been to everywhere. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying, not for the guests who are here. In this company, everything is there. If it's the money is there. If it's the health is there. If it's lifestyle, the lifestyle is there. Personal development is there. Everything together. Today, where you are, if you are on this, because you are on this call, if you are a guest today, just the person who invited you will show you what to do, so that you can now make everything what now as we have gone through, for the guests, the person who invited you here will give you support. Yeah, will show how you are going to fill up the form. You are going to be supported, because I travel all the way from South Africa to come and give us support here for training. And he would come, you to train us, you would go back, you would come again. By the time he has come, me, I've forgotten everything. I can't remember anything, but he never got tired of us. To date, he still supports us. He still gives us support. So when you come here, you are coming to do your business, and you get the full support from the person who invited you, from other people, from Pascal and other people who are. And I'm sure if you are here and you can, the person who invited you wants everything for you, wants to succeed. So you are going to succeed because you get the support. For the distributors, for the distributors, committed to, our business, if we remember like what happened maybe a few months ago, that's from June, what was happening in this country. Our business, we're carrying our business everywhere we go. Nothing, because you have got your business within you. Business, I respect this company, because if it were not for this company today, me, I don't know what I would be doing. Maybe I would have retired. Me, I do not know how to retire. I don't know how to retire because I resigned. Neither I don't know how to look for a job, because the Kenyatta came for me and took me to an office, and I don't know how to retire. So if it is like that, if I were not with this company, where would I be today? Where would I wake up in the morning? And in the morning, excited and get out of the house and go and do something and feel good like I'm feeling now. Yeah. So for the guests, I promise you full support. For the distributors, I said commit to your business. Have a story. Your story is your weapon. When you have your story, it doesn't matter whether you started the business this morning, because you are in your kit there was a product. When you use that product, you are going to have a story. The person who invited you will show you how, will teach you how to develop your story, so that you can use your story either for a cleaning detergent or for a healthcare product. And together we are going to build this business. So tell your story, tell your story like you have never said it before. Tell it like it is new. Just 22 years I've been telling the same story. So for the guests, just welcome aboard, and I promise you support. So Pascal, thank you so much. And I'm sure we are going to do this business like it has never been done before. Thank you so much, and back to you, Pascal.
Thank you very much, Mary. Every time I hear your story, I'll get very excited. I want to start the business once again. So, Mary, thank you so much for your story. Really appreciate. I think you give a lot of hope to people. People either having health challenges, but also people who want to know that this is a long-term business. This is not a short-term business. So, thanks very much for your testimony. There really isn't. There's not anything. There isn't anything I can add. So, just go back on our presentation. Hello? Yeah, just to go back on our presentation, one of the things that our company has done is to make the business efficient, to take advantage of technology. If you want to order products, you can do it online. If you want to register new people in your team, you can do it online. Once you get registered with the company creates for you what is called a back office. You can monitor and manage a business 24/7. Training is done locally and internationally. I've seen people from different countries attending this meeting. Delivery of products, every market or every country that the company is doing business, they make an agreement with local courier companies to deliver products to our customers and distributors. Payment for products is done by online or mobile money transfer. Payment of bonuses and commissions is also done by EFT and mobile money. One of the things that we do in this business is we partner with some of the best sports people in the world. The Springboks use our products, and over this last weekend, something happened. Maybe they did not use our products. That's why they lost to Argentina. No, I'm just kidding. So we partner with the people who know the value of our products. The Springbok have been using our products for a very, very, very long time. Why? Because they know the value of the products. If they're putting anything in their bodies, they're simply the best health supplements in the world. Conventions, Mary was speaking about the convention that is coming up in Dar es Salaam for the East African region. In the Southern African region, we are meeting in Pretoria. So those of you who are in Southern Africa, make sure you get your ticket. East Africa, get your tickets because the convention is next month. How do you get started? To get started, you need a form. The person who invited you will give you an application form to fill. In Botswana, you need between 720 to 1450 pula. In Lesotho, you need between 950 and 1980 maluti. South Africa, 910 or 1980 rand. Namibia is 970 or 2160 Namibian dollars. In Kenya, 9,200 or 11,700 Kenya shillings. In Mozambique is 6,190 meticas or 10,500 meticas. In Nigeria is 50,000 or 75,000 naira. Tanzania 167 or 217,000 Tanzania shillings. Uganda's 250 or 280,000 Uganda shillings. The USA $75. Togo 46,200 or 61,500. Italy 64 euros. Ghana 860 or 1,300 Ghanaian cedis. In Cameroon is 60,000 or 74,000 francs CFA. This is what you need for each market that we do business. Not all the markets are shown here. This is mainly for the African region. Power of leverage. This is a very important thing for wealth creation. If I give you $1 million or I give you 1 cent double every day for 31 days, most people will say, give me $1 million anytime. But if you double 1 cent daily for 31 days, the figure is 10.737 million. That's the power of leverage. What do you need to success? Remember, success begins with a decision. If you don't make a decision, nothing happens. If Mary did not make a decision in 2000 to start the business, she wouldn't have been here to share her story with us. So the first step is make a decision. Yes, I want to do this business. Then you need to know what you want. What is your dream? What is in your heart? What do you want to achieve in your life? Secondly, find out what you need to know and to do to be successful. You need to be teachable. Number 3, just hard work. Discipline, guts, persistence. You need some belief in yourself, belief in your sponsor, in your life. I think that you don't need faith anymore, because faith means evidence of the things you don't see. But in this business, we have already seen very many people who've been successful. What you need to believe is in yourself. You need to believe in yourself to be able to succeed. If others have been successful, you also can be successful. Then you need some patience. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It takes time to build it. It takes time to learn the business. And the more you learn, the more you can help yourself and help the people in your team or in your group. What is your next step? Your next step is to get back to the person who invited you. They will show you what to do. They'll tell you how to get started in the business. And when you do start, we want to welcome you to this fantastic business. And we look forward to meeting you on some of the beaches around the world. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Good night and God bless. Mary, thank you so much for sharing the platform with me. We really appreciate your story. Good night.
Good night, Pascal. Good night, everyone.